Hi everyone, welcome back to byluckysir YouTube channel. So today's story is one of the most inspiring real life journey you will ever hear from the Indian IT world. Imagine this, a young man barely educated working as a security guard at a tech company, watching software engineers walk in and out every day. But after few years later, the same man walks through the same gate but not as a god, as a software developer at Zoho Company. Yes, you heard that right. This is the unbelievable story of Abdul Alim, a 10th pass security guard who turned his life around using only one skill, that is nothing but self learning. Now let's rewind a few years ago. Abdul was born in a small village in Tamil Nadu. His family couldn't afford college. He had to stop studying after 10th grade. Like many young Indians, he needed a job, any job, to support his family. One day, he got an opportunity to work as a security guard for a company called Zoho, one of the India's biggest homegrown IT firm. Now think about it. You are standing at the gate of the company full of engineers, developers, coders, managers, and you are the one checking their ID cards. But instead of feeling small, Abdul started observing. He watched these people working late, solving problems, talking about the code, bugs, and deployments. He didn't understand it, but he got curious. One night during his shift, he asked one of the developers, Anna, what exactly do you people do inside? The developer smiled and said, we build things with logic. Anyone who can learn if they try. These few words changed Abdul's life forever. He realized this was not magic. Coding was learnable, and that spark becomes his turning point. He decided, I would like to learn programming no matter what it takes. But remember, this was a god earning a small salary, working 10 to 12 hour shifts. No computer, no coaching classes, no mentor, just a curiosity and hunger. Abdul began his journey with YouTube videos. He searched what is coding, how to learn HTML, how to build a website. Every night after duty, when the office was quiet, he would borrow an old laptop from a colleague or use his phone to practice. He started with HTML and CSS, then moved to basic fundamental programming like C and C++, and later explored Python programming language as well. He didn't understand English also, but he can able to write code line by line, watching and rewatching tutorials. He failed hundreds of times, like a syntax error. He failed hundreds of times facing a lot of challenges such as syntax errors, logic errors, compiler errors, but he never gave up. He kept a small notebook where he could write down every concept in Tamil language. For almost 3 years, he lived this double life. He daytime security guard at Zoho campus, nighttime self-taught programmer, and weekends debugging and learning from the YouTube videos. This is the lifestyle of for 3 years, almost 3 years he spent. One day his persistence paid off. A few Zoho employees noticed him staying late and coding during breaks. They were amazed. This god was actually writing functional code. This word spread and the HR and technical team decided to give him a chance, a real coding assessment. Abdul was nervous. He was not from IIT or NEET, no degree, no resume full of projects. But he gave the test. He solved logical problems, wrote clean code, and impressed the evaluators with his thinking. A week later, Zoho's HR called him, Abdul, you are selected. We want you to join as a software developer. Just imagine that moment. A man who once checked IDs at the company gate now had his own employee ID card as a developer. When he joined Joe's development team, it was not easy. He was surrounded by engineers with degrees, fluent in English, confident in meetings. But Abdul had something stronger. He asked questions, stayed late to learn, and observed everything like a sprong. He learned Git, JavaScript, APIs, and even helped in building small internal applications. Within months, his manager noticed his speed of learning. He was not just catching up, he was outperforming others in consistency. So Zoho's leadership publicly accepted him. They said, "We don't hire degrees, we hire attitude." That line became legendary. So this story is not just about Abdul. It's about you and me and every young person in India or anywhere who thinks I can't do it because I don't have a degree or I don't come from an IT background. Today, he is still with Zoho working on automation projects and inspiring hundreds of youth to upskill. And that's why I want to share this story today because it's a proof that your background doesn't decide your future, your mindset does. Abdul did not wait for the luck. He did not wait for someone to teach him. He coded his own destiny literally. So, if you are someone sitting there scrolling job post, feeling stuck or lost, remember this. Every expert was once a beginner. And every beginner who refused to quit become an expert. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share and subscribe because every week we bring you real IT stories from people who turn struggles into success. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep believing and keep building your